Oh, live. Here we are.
Okay. Hello and very warm welcome to Mindful Joy Summit. We are very, very excited to have the wonderful speakers.
Well, some of our wonderful
speakers to get all the time zones coordinated, but we are very lucky to be here with a few of us.
Yeah. So first of all, before I introduce the speakers you see in front of you, I just want to thank all the speakers who participated in the summit, who answered the call for peace and joy in the world, and who brought the beauty of their lives and their journey to a global audience. And we can't thank you enough, because without you, the summit could not exist. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also the idea is to get together, because the more of us that get together with this intention of peace and joy, the stronger it is and the further we can reach. So that's the purpose and that's why we are doing it. So wonderful to be in this occasion.
So we're just going to introduce the speakers here to everybody, just one by one, before we ask and do some probing questions. So first of all, I have the honor of introducing. So when I call your name, put your hand up. I have the honor of introducing Swami Alinanda Paramahans. There you go, Swami. Who is the founder of the World
Thank you.
And my guru, my spiritual mentor. She's really transformed my life, and I can't thank her enough. And then,
and I would like to say Swami is also a Kriya Yoga teacher, and she's a big part of our lives. We've experienced firsthand her love and her wisdom, and she was the first person I had the courage to invite, and she said yes straight away. Always acknowledge yes, because he gave us the first push to get going. So thank you for that.
And thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Swami. And next I want to introduce Michelle Casur. There we are, from California.
Yes, friend from California.
Michelle is, what I want to say about Michelle is that what touched me most about Michelle and talking with Michelle is...
Whoops. You just disappeared.
Oh dear. So we can maybe tell the public keep on introducing ourselves. Michelle, do you want to keep on going and telling us who you are?
Sorry, we had a technical problem.
Yeah, we're just trying to add some people, press the wrong button.
That's fine. It's fine.
So we're talking about Michelle.
So I wanted to say Michelle is an intuitive painter and intuitive passionate painter. I discovered her by, I don't know, because I was meant to 3 years ago. And she's a very inspiring teacher and a living testimonial that you can experience joy despite the challenges of life. You can ask Michelle anything about painting, creativity, intuition, and how to use this to go deep into your heart. So wonderful to have you here.
Yes,
Michelle.
And I don't know if I got cut off, but I just want to say she does it with a heart full of love. It's incredible. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
So next we are going to go to Giorgio. Giorgio is the creator of a very powerful method called the expansion game, which can turn your fears into your success. And both Rupesh and I have been at the receiving end of her magic. She's got many, many gifts, actually, not just this. And she's a main part of this summit, because without her intervention, we probably wouldn't be here. She's giving us a big push into expansion. So it's an honor to have you here, Gosha. Thank you
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And what I want to say about Gosha is there's a picture of her face next to the word generous in the dictionary. Her generosity is just amazing. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Rupesh and Virginia.
And next we are going to go to Silvia de la Luz. Silvia de la Luz is from Venezuela, but she's in Argentina. And hello, Silvia, you just joined. We haven't had the opportunity to. And I had the privilege to train with her to how to do this summit, and she's had a huge, successful event for the Spanish-speaking world. And she's all about self-love and the divine union of the masculine and feminine within. And it is a very special occasion because for the first time she's going to bring her wisdom, her knowledge to the English-speaking world. So most welcome, Silvia.
And for me, Sylvia really touched me with her message of loving you in your body in this life.
Yes.
Really being here, really being present and loving it. And so I hope you enjoy Sylvia. I'm sort of looking down. You can see me because we have another speaker, Keith Leon, who's suffering. Well, he's from Florida, but they've got a big storm over there. So you might see him pop in and pop out. I'm just trying to watch out for him. And so next we're delighted to have, let's say, a soul brother of mine, Swami Chitanand. Wave, Swami, wave, so everybody knows.
Hello.
And Swami Chitanand is during the summit to talk about the householder path. So Swami for me is just is one of these yogis that you would not recognize if you walked down the street, but he absolutely lives it. And it is absolutely my honor and pleasure just to have his brotherly love and support, which is so quiet, so unassuming.
Thank you.
Strong as a mountain.
Pleasure to be here.
Strong as a mountain.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And we're joined by Keith here.
Yes. Keith.
Yes, here we go.
Oh, both, yes, Keith and John.
Hi. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you. We are introducing everybody, so
we'll start with Keith.
We'll start with Keith. So Keith is in the US at the moment, in Florida, as we said, and he's going to talk to us in the summit about how to connect to our wisdom, and which can be called sometimes our angels as well. So thank you for being with us, Keith.
Yeah, and one thing that Keith, because Keith and I have never spoken, but one thing that really touched me when I was editing all the videos with Keith is his just engaging smile. It's like his soul is always disappeared now, but his smile is so engaging.
So I was going to say one more thing. Oh, we lost him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he'll come back. And lastly, because we've been through everybody, John McConnell, who is really one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. And he'll be talking about a subject that affects everybody and how to say goodbye to frustration and anger. We're consumed by these things in our lives. But wouldn't it be wonderful just to say ciao and never and not be dominated by it?
And to say that John is also a Raja Yoga meditation teacher, and he's representing the Brahma Kumaris and the teachings which I'm going to. I hope everybody will feel useful. So most welcome, John.
So one of the wonderful things I want to say about all of our speakers is that they are living what they are talking about. They're walking their talk, and that is amazing. Keith, hello. I don't know if you can hear us. No, but he's
frozen now.
It's okay.
Well, in the meantime, I want to also welcome our viewers. So thank you for joining. So we have Victor, anxious to get started. Silvina, same here. Sally Chase, hello everyone.
Hello, Sally.
Hello, Sally. Sonia, hello everybody. Thank you for. I'll see you later.
Yeah, we've got people from all over the world. Julia, yeah, from Argentina.
Beautiful to see
Hello, Argentina.
Hello, Argentina. Paul, our friend.
Paul. A great support.
Hello, Paul. Thank you for being with us. Maite. Hello, everyone. Exciting. So power, beauty. Thanks. Oh, Sabine.
Sabine.
Pleased to see you.
From
Austria. Hello, everybody. So I think it's all us now. We have some more messages. We'll read the rest later. John, hello, everybody from Mandy Underwood.
Yes. Can I say that? Yes, hello, Mandy and John. Great to have you with us.
And Trish, hello from Oregon. Oh, hello, Trish. Wonderful. And Keith, you're back. Oh, cutting.
Yeah, Keith is cutting, but we'll carry on.
Okay, so we start.
Yeah, one of the things about, so this is a relaunch of our Mindful Joy Peace Summit. And one of the things I wanted to say was that this is a second launch, and every time we do launch, there seems to be a significant world event happening. And that's not by design, it's completely by accident. But it just shows that at this time, the message of peace, inner peace, the message of joy, inner joy from our hearts, is incredibly important for the world, for every person on the planet, because it's just indescribable how it's like and what everyone has had to go through. So this is a support for the world. This is to show that we are together, that we are one, and that we are in brotherly and sisterly love, a divine love. And let us carry on in our lives in that divine breath, as my guru Swami Alinanda would say. I've thanked everybody.
Yes, so we would like to start. We have this one question, considering that there is so much uncertainty right now in the world. We wanted to ask if you could share some words, each of us, on how could we anchor ourselves in peace and joy despite what's going on around us. So that's the same question for everybody, and we will go in order, but I think it's best if probably Michelle goes first, because you have to go, Michelle, or are you happy to go second?
I can go second, it's fine.
Okay, Gosha, let's go with the Gosha. That was the original plan. Okay. Yes.
Virginia, my darling, do you think it would be good to put people on mute for the time being when other people are speaking? Because it may be, because we have echo, that it may affect the quality of the hearing, listening.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you, Gosha. Yes. Thank you.
I'm just trying to mute everybody now. There we go.
Fantastic. Great. So I'm going first. So, putting me on the spot, but very good. I like it. So I think for me, we have actually found ourselves in this unprecedented times. And I think that at times we all get quite shaken by what's happening in the world. I mean, I do, in complete honesty. And I can only say, from my perspective, what helps me to return to peace and joy quite quickly. And one of those things is actually dealing with fear. And there's 3 things, but the first one is dealing with fear. And I sometimes get affected by fear in my family, my friends. It may not be just my fear. So being able to transmute fear quickly is a very important tool that I have even deepened probably in the times of the lockdown. And one of the things that helps me to deal with fear, apart from my expansion method or tapping or breathing or meditation, is actually blessing. And so my second suggestion is to look at everything that is happening from the point of intuitive wisdom, because we can, if we get down to very small perspective and we get annoyed and upset and angry, that's fine. But as soon as we go to a higher perspective and we look at it from the point of view of the divine and the soul, then we look at things very differently and we see things in a very different way. And then we're able to access information. What is my part in this? How can I serve? Because when we feel like we're serving, I think we can find greater peace and joy in the chaos, in the madness that is happening right now. So the first one is find a way to deal with fear. Second one is connect with your soul and look at the situation from above. And the third one is use the power of blessing. In fact, I would like to do that now, if you don't mind, because I am so addicted to that gift that we have, because this is something that we all have, and blessing is really turning what's happening into miracles, love, contribution, joy, and peace, including all the madness. So if we maybe as speakers and all the listeners, if we maybe even close our eyes for a moment and we connect with our heart and we imagine that our hearts gently open up and this beautiful, loving, golden energy pulls out of our heart and it flows in all directions. To all the people around you, to all the people who you meet, to all the people you speak and you work with. And I would like you to see this light also pouring to the rest of the planet. And imagine this love that is pouring out of your heart embraces the whole planet, and you holding the whole Mother Earth with all the people, with all the chaos, with all the drama, just holding it gently in your heart. And then we gently bless. And you can repeat after me in your mind, or you can use other words. From the bottom of my heart, I bless myself and my family with perfect health, with love, with clarity, and knowing what I need to do. I bless all the people I know with perfect health and long life. And I also bless this planet and everybody who is on it with love and ability to raise beyond the chaos, to see what's really happening, letting go of the old world, embracing the new world, and building where we're going with confidence, love, intuition, and divine perfection. And I bless the whole planet. We all bless the whole planet and all the people and animals and the plants with expansion, love, and peace. And may all that is happening bring great transformation, the new world that is happy, healthy, and filled with divine light. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So thank you. So this is those are my tools to deal with those incredibly difficult times. Intuition, blessing, and skillful way of shifting your fear and other people's fear. So that's it. That was more probably than 3 minutes, I suppose.
That was beautiful, and just I had the awareness that all of us doing this together, having these wishes for the planet, for ourselves, is even the more powerful than doing it one by one. So thank you for bringing this, Giorgio.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Giorgio. I'm moving on to Michelle.
All right. Well, good morning. Well, I have my life, I have used intuition in the painting process. I think during this time there is a lot of fear, lots of tension, a lot of question, a lot of very difficult energy into every one of us, because we have been in crisis for so many months already. And the first thing I see is that we should not push away this difficult feeling. We should just own them, leave them inside and go through them. And the self-expression is going to be extremely powerful at this time, because we don't want to push it away and replace it with something. We want to go through it. We want to go inside. We want to get the essence of it. And of course, the essence is divine. Everything that's given to us is given, it's part of the whole. And as we go and we don't try to hide from our fear and pain and crisis, and we let intuition talk, and intuition will be intelligent and benevolent enough to express that fear. And by expressing that fear, it pulls it out of the heart, it pulls it out of us and go and take it away, and it's replaced by joy. Because with the joy can be found only when we have faced who we are and what we have inside, and then we are responding to that. And this is an intuitive process where spontaneity is going to be so important in this moment of crisis, because we can feel what we are feeling. And this is what's very difficult, because many people try not to feel what they are feeling. And the moment what we are feeling is being expressed, it transforms. And we are very surprised that when expressing something really bad, we feel the joy, because all of a sudden we feel the other side of it. We feel the sacred coming out under the difficult and the darkness, so that darkness does not take us on. So I am always talking about expression, letting the intuition move out everything that's in the way, not running away from it, but facing it head on and letting it do its work. And this is what I miss all the time, people, is that when they face it heads on, it just transforms. And it is a natural transformation, it's divine, it's a sacred movement that happen, and it's almost like we're doing God's work finally inside of us by responding truly, by responding fully to really what we have inside, because we are an intelligent person, and his wisdom is going to come out of us when we are finally with what we feel, and the joy will come out of that. And I don't know any other way really to find joy than to face who we are and what we are, and where we're going, and the truth, to be honest, to have complete honesty and surrender to the events that are happening right now. So I recommend that everybody fall into self-expression. Of course, it's a different type of meditation, but it's a kind of meditation. Yeah. Where we don't use the head, where we use the heart and the soul to answer our question. So that's about it. You want to
I just want to say that Rupesh and I finished reading her book, Painting Between Worlds, recently. Michelle is a living testimonial of what she just said. You painted pretty much every day throughout your life, and and it works. So thank you.
It's a basic power that's very often is not known. So it's the extreme power of intuition, yeah, that we can develop, and we need it right now. We need it more than anything else. Well, thank you, Virginia.
Thank you.
And obviously, everybody can hear more about each speaker during the summit.
Yeah.
No, they will be talking at length, in detail, giving lots of tips on how to do all of this. But this is just like a taster. Well,
okay,
thank
so
you.
moving on to Swami Alinanda Paramahans. Your turn, Swami.
Well, I like to come to it from calming my mind. I don't want to be a victim of the play. I don't want to be a victim of a crisis. I don't want to be a victim. I think the essence within you, the supreme within you, is that river of consciousness, which is peace and joy. What is the point of me putting my mind on fear, horror, and death? So, as I live here in my home, I put my mind on cooking nice meals. I put my mind on phoning a friend that might be lonely. I put my mind on meditation. I put my mind on teaching groups on Zoom, which has been fantastic. And I'm only living in this moment now. I don't have any past. I don't have any future. I am literally living now in the presence of that supreme expression of joy, beauty, and peace. So I'm going to live in that. This is where I want to be. And this is what I want to express, because the supreme love and peace that comes into the world will calm fear. Change yourself and change the world. Peace in the heart, peace in the home. All the rest is the monkey mind. If you go into prayer, which I think is marvelous, and Gosha's prayer was superb. And my mother was an artist, and she painted with that supreme river running through her. When she painted, she would go into nature. She was a watercolor artist. And as that energy of nature ran through her, so these wonderful pictures appeared, supreme. And so step into the self within you. Allow that river of peace to be in you. There are times, yes, but do something for somebody. Read an interesting book. Find something that inspires you. Look after your family. Look after your children. And pray, meditate, but keep calm. Walk and drop into that space. That's my answer to this. I don't have any. And the other day, I got very agitated, and I was hot and agitated. And I said to myself, now come on, don't be like this. Love what you're doing, love where you are, and love who you're with. And love what's agitating, love and change the mood you have. Inspire, bring the consciousness up, don't get it down. And so I thought, oh, I love doing this. And suddenly I felt love and happiness and moved into a different place. So you have to change yourself. I'm afraid that's the only one you can start with. And really, if you can do that, you've entered and helped the world considerably, I think. So God bless everybody. And it's a lifetime's work. So it's lovely to see you. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
so
Swami.
Thank you.
That's beautiful, and I want to say there are a few people from Penzance
Yes, I'll put them
here.
up here.
They're darling. But it's
And,
ordinary what I said. Good. Oh, how lovely that they're here.
from
Yeah, I'll put them down.
Super.
Thank
Super. Thank you.
So we'll just.
You have to go, do you?
Yeah, Michelle has to
Michelle
go.
has to go. Wait, let her speak. Oh, Michelle, you have to go, but it's been wonderful to have you.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I got a little bit on it. It's just like all good, positive energy to move on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Michelle will be talking, as you know,
On Friday night.
on Friday, the 15th, for everybody.
Brilliant. Okay.
Congratulations for having organized that wonderful event. Thank you all for coming and being part of it.
All the best, and we'll be in touch.
Blessing, being in touch.
Thank you. Okay.
So we're going to move on to Swami Chitanand. Can you hear us, Swami?
Yes, fine. Can you hear? Can you hear
absolutely,
this?
yeah.
Are we here?
Yes.
Good. Lovely to be here. Thank you. Well, the world might be spinning, but for me, the answer is to go inside. Every day, as soon as I wake, I try to sit. My experience is if you've got a peaceful mind, there's no trouble in the world. So if you've got a busy, troubled mind, you'll have trouble in the world. So I would say to anybody, even if it's for 5 minutes, sit quietly in the morning, as soon as you can, as soon as you wake, and listen to the birds, listen to the world waking up, you can actually listen to the dawn. It kind of comes upon you, and gradually, slowly, your mind will be like a lake full of silt that starts settling, and as it settles, you become refreshed. You become refreshed inside, and as you become refreshed, you can truly help the world. Not by doing anything, but by being. Just by being in the divine space, you can help the world. It's a secret, extremely private, internal matter, but it helps the world in unknown ways. It raises the world. And so the first thing to do, if you want to bring peace into yourself and in the world, you've got to give yourself time to be quiet. Turn off all the phone, turn off the telly. Don't worry about all the noise, the buzz. Some yogis would say that's the dance of Shiva. And what you must do is to stay in the center, in the real, and not grab the spokes. If you attach yourself to the spokes, you're off, and your mind will be busier and busier. You can start off thinking lightly about something, and in a few moments you'll be severely depressed. So by quietening the mind, you can quieten the world. And there's a famous scripture that says something along the lines of, I well know, O Lord, that it doesn't belong for man who is walking to guide his own step. And if we can enter into the peace, into the divine space, then all the troubles seem to dissolve. There's no questions. You just become into a place of serenity, divine space. So for me, it's nothing complicated. Try and get some time to sit quietly and just listen to your breath. So that's all I can say to you, to the people listening. If you can do that, the peace will guide you, and it will guide others around you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swami.
We have a message from Paul here. The only way to start your day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Just lovely and peaceful, just even hearing your voice. It's wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Peace be with you.
When is Swami on? In our summit, when is he on?
You show the messages while I look. Show some messages.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Swami Chitananda is
Friday
on.
the 13th.
Yes.
Lucky for some.
Lucky for everyone. Hi, Alison.
One last thing. It's always one last thing, if possible. It's always good to turn off the phone. Turn off the phone and the internet.
Thank you, Swami.
Thank you. Thank you.
John, you're up next.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I've really enjoyed everyone's contribution so far. I think you've said most of the things that I was going to say. So we're all on the same page, really. So we would, when I say we, talking as a teacher with the Brahma Kumaris, which is like a worldwide spiritual university. Interestingly, it's run by women as a matter of principle, and a lot of your speakers are women, aren't they? And I think women have a special role in the world to heal it. And we have two words which sum up probably what you've all been saying, really. Those two words are Om, Shanti. So Om meaning I'm a soul, and Shanti, peace. And our understanding is that each of us is a soul, and when we first come down onto the earth, we're pure consciousness, we're pure peace, we're pure love, and pure joy. That is our original nature. And for me, when I first came across the Brahma Kumaris, that was a revelation, because I've been brought up in the West as a Christian, and taught to believe in original sin rather than original goodness. And it's all to do really with perception and with understanding. And you know, if we focus on the bad, and if we try and suppress and control the badness, then it's going to lead to fear, conflict, and all the other things which are going on in the world. If we connect with the truth, which is what you've all been talking about, that inner peace, that inner love, and if we grow it through the meditation and the reflection, and allow it to flow out, you know, through the heart. I mean, I love that little blessing that, well, not a little blessing, it was a very powerful blessing that you gave. We're bringing out the original goodness. And it's much easier if you know you're good. You know, it's not so much of a struggle to bring it out. If you're trying to be good because you believe you're actually bad inside, you know, it's a struggle. Does that make sense? And I was always struggling to be good, believing I was bad, you know, when I was a child. But it took me a long time to realize I am good. That doesn't mean to say I always do good things, because we all have habits which, you know, crop up. We all have wounds from the past which we haven't necessarily faced or healed. So we are going to have challenges on the way. You know, I think when we're in peace and we're sitting quietly, it's great. But what happens when you go outside and somebody, you know, abuses you physically or mentally or whatever? You know, it's something we have to build on and take with us wherever we go. So for me, as I think one of you said, it's a journey. And if we know we've got a choice, so I like to talk about the glad way or the sad way. So the glad way is the joyful way, the peaceful way, and the glad stands for giving, loving, accepting, and being detached. Detached, not in a cold way, but loving and detached. So we're observing things. Several of you talked about the drama of life or things like that. If we identify with everything and we allow the system and all the conditioning to suppress us, then we end up going down the sad way, which is stressed, angry, and depressed. And most of the world at this moment in time is in that category. And that's okay, because eventually, because of that original goodness inside, everybody's going to hit rock bottom, get fed up with being stressed, angry, and depressed. And then the only way is up. And, you know, you're all there as light workers or angels who've been through this journey and have come out the other end and are there to support and help and inspire everyone else on their journey when they hit rock bottom. That's how I see it anyway. Don't know if that makes any sense.
Thank you. And we have a here for you from the province to the summit.
Yeah, so I would just say, anytime you have a problem, just remember Om Shanti. Say that to yourself. I am a peaceful being, and I choose the glad way rather than the sad way. Because there's benefit from a spiritual point of view. There is benefit in everything. It's all there to empower. So I like to see life as like a spiritual gymnasium. You know, if we didn't have the obstacles and the challenges, how would we grow strong inside? So we need all those challenges. So we can bless COVID. You know, it's forcing me to become like a monk and live in splendid isolation. And it's revealing all the things which I've still got to improve on. So it's all good. And that again helps, I think, doesn't it?
So John, we've got another John saying, John Underwood, we like the concept of original goodness. So there we are. And Om Shanti from Celeste.
Thank you.
That's a good one to end on. And now, thank you. So, and now, last but not least, Sylvia, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, she's unmute.
Yeah, that's it. Sylvia, over to you.
I'm just, fascinated listening to everybody. And I want to bring something different because of course, I agree with many of the things they have said. But I want to bring something different because it's related to my life now, it's related to this moment in my life. And it has to do with embracing everything that happened without giving a judgment about what is happening. It's not saying this is good, this is bad. Only embrace, because if this is happening to you, it's because you need this experience. So what makes us think something is good or bad is the judgment. So taking out the judgment is very important. So actually, today is not like my best day, and I'm very moved inside. And the message that I receive from inside is that I need to embrace this pain that I'm feeling. So hold and embrace this moment and contain this moment, because behind this pain are many gifts. But if I don't accept and embrace what life is bringing me, because I want to be always like good, what is good, what is bad? No, sometimes feeling bad is also necessary. Not staying in the place, not staying, but accepting it as a way to transcend it. But today I'm embracing my pain. This is my day today. So I wanted to bring this also.
Thank you, Sylvia, for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your vulnerability, because we all relate to it. We're all here with our struggles and our pain.
Yeah, so we're all with you. We're all here with you, Sylvia.
Thank you. We're sending you much love, peace, joy, everything.
Now I'm going to unmute everybody, if I can.
We need to read some messages.
Yeah, we'll read some messages. Do you want to read some messages while I unmute people? I need the mouse.
There was a question for you actually from Sonia, Sil. Thank you, Mira Rupesh. These people that you invited are fantastic. Question to Sylvia. Hello, Sonia. How is the inner energy, feminine and masculine, for to be the peace and joy in daily life?
Well, that's exactly the subject of Sylvia's talk at the summit. So watch the summit.
Sylvia will be talking about it in detail.
Yes, you know, because for me,
on Friday the 4th.
14th.
The 14th. The 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah, Sylvia's on. So I think everybody is now unmuted. Is that right?
Yeah, we need to be unmuted. We need to read some messages.
Yeah, let's read some messages then. Now we got a message from Susan Bartlett. Chetana, wonderful. Paramahansji. Swami Alinanda. That's from Susan.
Oh. Thank you.
Carla.
Carla from Mendoza.
Mendoza. Hello, Carla.
Margaret, love and thanks to all. Hello, Celes. That's from Mendoza as well. We've seen Alison. Hello, Alison.
Alison.
This was for you, John. Original goodness, wonderful, but I see it not as the only way is up, but the only way is in.
Yeah, the only way.
Yeah.
Romina, thank you for being with us.
Oh, Roma.
Hello. Thank you for all these lovely, lovely messages, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hello.
From Bavaria.
Bavaria.
Yes, Julia Maria.
We're happy you're here tonight too.
Alinda, hello. Lorraine, good evening. What a lovely warm smile. It's uplifted me already. Hello from Lorraine. Hello. Gratitude for another mindful summit. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, beautiful.
From Vernon.
Hello, Canada. Hello from Canada. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
So all over the world, everybody. They've joined us. They've joined us to be with us.
Brilliant.
We know it's many countries. It's more than 40 already, I think.
More than that, yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. So Rupesh and Virginia, what is the answer that you have for us on the same question?
Oh, ladies first.
Thank you, Gosha, for asking. Gosha has the gift of always with her questions pushing you to the next level.
Well, I come from the tradition. I would say of Kriya Yoga meditation. So you're slowing the breath, calming the mind, going within, stilling yourself. And when you dive into yourself, when you dive from the surface, I always talk about the ocean. You can spend your life swimming on the surface. And you can cover a great deal of distance. You can meet so many people. And it's wonderful. But then you kind of miss out on something. Maybe completely blissfully unaware of it too. Because doing all that swimming tires you out. But instead, if you diverted some of your energy into diving inside yourself, then you find the inner treasures. You'll actually discover how wonderful you are. It's my message to everyone. Discover your inner beauty. Discover your treasures, and then bring them out to express in the world. But if you never dive, you'll never find them. And the world will miss out. Over to you.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, beautiful. Well, for me, I relate with lots of things that everybody says. But I like the idea of reminding ourselves. This is something I've done every day because I forget easily of the goodness inside. It's like I remind every morning that our nature is good, despite what the mind says, or despite sometimes we create our own stories. This person didn't reply to my message, or this, and we create. But yes, remind ourselves that we are good, and also it was said as well, be very gentle, that we don't get it right all the time. Be patient with ourselves, love our vulnerability, be loving with ourselves, like a little baby that is learning or growing. Yes, and the more we do that with ourselves, we do it with others. So, thank you.
I just want to add, with everyone's fantastic contributions to the summit, it is our dearest wish that the fragrance of peace and joy goes all the way around the world. Everyone inhales that deeply. And imagine what a world we could have if we all did that. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you everybody for joining. It's an opportunity to ask questions for our viewers. I just put more messages. Hello, Emerald. Thank you. Thank you. See you Friday. Hello, I'm happy to join this group. Hello.
Virginia, we have new speakers, right, joining the summit?
Yes, thank you. So basically we have 10 new speakers. We originally had 25 speakers. We are going to show the talks again to give the opportunity, and we have 10 new speakers. We have near-death experiencers, we have artists, painters, actors, we have Andy and Wisdom from South America, from
That's a really good one.
Native American.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, there's a lot. We have genealogy, how to find peace by coming to peace with your family tree, with your ancestors, and how to do it. And we have very practical tips for happiness as well from Chris Croft, who is part of the World Happiness Project.
Yeah, so
it's happening tomorrow, this talk.
Yeah, just want to say that one of the World Peace Mission with Swami Ayananda Paramount is one of our sponsors for Mindful Joy Summit, but also Action for Happiness has been a kind sponsor too, just to help get the word out to people. I think people want this, but it's receiving the message and getting the message. I think has been is the issue. But so please, everybody who's listening, please tell your friends and your family and their friends and their family, and hopefully it'll spread exponentially.
Will you both be giving a talk again? Yes, actually.
Yeah, we've got new talks, yes, as well. So just speaking for myself, one of the, you'll see Giorgio interview Virginia on the summit, and Virginia will share her story, and you'll see Giorgio interview me as well, and you'll see my path to peace as well. And then there's something which is, I don't know how you'll find it, but I hope it's a treat. Is a conversation with Swami Alinanda Paramahans on a talk called Accepting Yourself. So, and that's when we shared together our 12-year journey. What brought me to Swami, how I grew from that young man, young boy, lost a bit, and how I went under a wing and emerged to the strong man I am now.
Thank you. We have a question here. How do we find the program when the speakers
That's
are?
for you. That's for you.
Tonight, right after this, I will send the agenda, and you will know who is going to be live on which day in detail. But just to say, tomorrow is Gaurav Gore, Chris Croft, Aruna Ladva, Peggy Rubin, Mother Katz, and Rupesh.
Talk number one for me, yeah. So Gaurav Gore is from the Art of Living Foundation. And although he's in India, so, you know, fast.
Yeah, lovely.
Join us. So something for everyone. The summit is something for everyone. So many different voices, so many different experiences. We are unique. We're not all the same. So, you know, soak it up. Really get it into your system.
And also follow your intuition to see where to start, which topic you are drawn to, because you might not have time to watch everything. So watch, see the agenda and go to what feels that is for you. There's a lot. Silvina, thank you so much to such a gift. Hello, Sil.
So just one thing is that those who this is completely optional, by the way, but those who support the summit and our work can purchase a premium pass, which gives you on-demand access to all the videos, to all the talks, as well as to bonuses, exclusive bonuses, and also audios of all the talks as well. There are 41 MP3 files, which you can listen to in your leisure whenever you want. So,
and this is to help cover the cost. Of course, we spend a lot of time interviewing, buying equipment, training.
yeah.
So this allow the summit to keep it free for many, many years.
Yes, we just have the same question again. Where is the schedule?
Yes, I'll send it by email tonight. Everything, who is on what day.
And don't forget to check your spam as well. So go, yes, Gosha.
If someone it's not on your list and it's asking now a question, they may be watching this video now, but they're not on the list. How do they find it?
Thank you, yes, that's a great question. They need to register mindfuljoysummit.com. You need to register and you will receive a confirmation email. If you don't receive this confirmation email, let us know by email, Virginia@mindfuljoysummit.com, and we will find a solution.
Yeah, so when you register, just let me explain that. Because of GDPR, because of this rule, you have to click to verify your email. And sometimes that goes into your spam folder. But once you click on verify, and most people have managed it, so it's not too hard, you're in the system and you'll get emails from us.
Yes. Yes. And here we're going to message the variety of speaking accents add a special global flavor to this wonderful experience.
Well, Maria, you have no idea yet. Just watch the summit.
Yes,
all over the world.
From everywhere. You hear lots of accents, yes. Would anybody else like to say anything?
I think we're in our final moments. So.
Yes. Most enlightening hour. Many thanks. Thank you.
Well, thank you, John and Mandy, for joining
being
us.
With us.
Yeah. So, would anyone like to leave some final thoughts before
I would like to say something. I really enjoyed our last speaker, or the last before the last, because you were the last. That, you know, we're talking about joy and love and happiness, but a lot of people are in pain. and a lot of people have lost their loved ones, and they're probably watching us and getting a bit annoyed. Like, what are you talking about? Love and happiness and joy. And well, I've lost someone, and life will never be the same. And I think with all of that, so that we have actually said today, is that yes, when we work on ourselves and we are peaceful, that's amazing, it's wonderful. But I think we need to remember about all the people who are not peaceful and send them love. And I sort of see that as like embracing them with our wings, like we grow wings and we hold people. And as we can hold our pain, yes, and breathe into it and embrace it, we can actually embrace the pain that is out in the world and transmute it into love. So I just wanted to say that, not to ignore the pain that actually is happening right now out there. And that's it's probably meant to be happening, but nevertheless, let's remember about people who are struggling. And so thank you for your message, because it was really spot on, very important. It was like a full stop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
I think we're coming to an
coming
end
to end,
now,
yeah, but
but
I'd like to hear just one. So Gosha's giving a final thought. I'd like to move to John, and then I'll just go through. So, John, could you leave a final thought, a brief final thought for us, please?
Just thank you, I think. Thank you to you for organising it all. I mean, it's a big thing to do, because I've organised things myself. There's a lot there, and you've brought together lots of wonderful people, and it's going to make a big difference in the world. And that's your pure heart and your good intentions coming out there. So, like Gosha was talking about, the wings of the angel, you're providing a big digital set of wings for people to come beneath and
Very nice.
live and love and learn. I think this is what we're doing. And the pain is important, but I don't think any of us who have spoken haven't been through the pain. I know I've been through lots of pain, divorced and unemployed and depression, etc., etc. And I'm on a good day today, but you never know when you're going to go down. But at least I've got the tools now to help me, and I think everybody here has. So we've gone through it all. We're not just sort of naive people who are all airy-fairy. We've worked hard for what we've got, I would say.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Swami Chitanand.
It's been a joy to be with you all, and thank you. And I hope to see you all again as much as we can do. And great effort by you two. And it's lovely to be here with all of you. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swami. Sylvia, final thought, please.
Embrace ourselves first. And when we are able to embrace all, we can embrace everything around. That's my final thought.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
And thank you. For me, you two are very pure. And the pureness of your intention is very, very important for this summit. Because this pureness is what is creating this soul. And I hope this go to as many people, as many people, because we all need all these messages. Thank you for creating it.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
And Swami Alinanda Paramahans, your final thought, please, before we say our farewells.
I think it's wonderful, everybody's. I love it all, and I love what you're doing. And it does seem strange to say calm the mind. But I feel in the middle of all this, if we can find that peace within our minds, then I think that the essence of the heart will emerge and fill the world. You know, I think each human being is very powerful. The supreme is within us. And that blessing, if we can find and love that within ourselves, then that love will emerge and bless the world. The suffering is, I know, we all know what suffering is. And the suffering that people are going through is terrible. But if we can change ourselves, if we can find that peace, if we can find that love, if we can emanate that joy and peace into the world at this time, that will help the suffering. And I know it sounds strange, but it's a truth.
Yes.
And it's so lovely to see you all. And thank you very much, Ramesh. Thank you very much, Virginia. And it's really lovely to see you, my love. And phone a friend. Do what you can around you. Make a cake for somebody. Love where you are. Love what you're doing. Love who you're with. Kindness, generosity of spirit. Find that in yourself. You know. No night, my loves. Thank you very much.
We have 3 more messages.
I want to share this message from Chem Geek. Thank you all. This is very much needed for everyone right now. Sending love.
Lots of love, Chem. Vero from
Thank you.
Mendoza. Thank you so
Chile.
much for joining.
Santiago, no?
Yes. And we have a message from Alexa. She's one of our premium members. Hello, Alexa. The value of the summit cannot be put into monetary worth. Truly amazing. Thank you, Alexa, for being with us. Emerald, thank you.
So I think it's over an hour, but thank you very much indeed, everybody.
And it starts tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, did you say? It starts tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
and
so
is it 9 o'clock every day until Sunday? It starts every day at 9 until Sunday.
Yes, yes.
And it's important that people register, because if they are not registered, they will not know, they will not be able to access anything. Yes, thank you.
So it's all free registration. You'll get an email. Check your spam folder, please.
And you'll see 6 talks a day. And every day the talks change.
Yeah, you get a different
talks day 1 on Tuesday, different 6 talks day 2, which is Wednesday, and so on until you see we have over 40 talks actually.
Yes, yes,
lovely. Finishes on Sunday.
Yes, and from Swami Aninanda Paramahans, from Gosha Gorna, and Sister Jenti of the Brahma Kumaris, you get a special extra talk on harnessing your potential in the midst of crisis as well. There's lots to explore. We're going to be like magicians, not tell you everything. You find out yourself.
Thank you.
But
that's the only way to find out yourself.
I said something wise without even realizing it. Brilliant. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
God bless, my darling. Thank you. Bye-bye, my loves. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Chitananda. Bye-bye, my darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, my loves. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
How do we